Man, I'm excited to be able to have some of our own boards.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Going With The Ganongs. In this week's video, we are continuing to try to get our firewood ready for next winter, as well as trying something new around here, which I'm super excited about. Let's get to this week's video.
Well, there's a lot left to do on this woodshed, but it feels good to be able to have some of this ready, stacked. I think that's the end of my evening though. We also need to get some slab wood to cover the back and the sides to make sure that we stop the snow and rain from coming in as much as it used to. I love spring, but if there's anything I learned last year, we need to work a little bit harder through the spring to get the woodshed full on both sides to be ready for the winter.
dump truck. Wheelbarrow, right? Because the wheel's broken. With the top.
Shows of that movie.
Alright friends, it feels like we're actually finally starting to get a little bit of a dent on this firewood. Obviously there's still a lot to do with the actual woodshed itself as far as the sides and the back go. But just being able to get more of this stuff bucked, split. I know it's kind of repetitive right now, but it's our main priority. We're early May, and you know, within the next month, we definitely want to have as much of our firewood as possible stacked in here so that through, you know, the hottest months, they can sit there. The whole woodshed on both sides probably holds close to 5 cord. My goal is to have around 4, and when I say cord, I'm talking full cord, not face cord, which is 4 foot by 4 foot by 8 feet. I'd say right now we're pretty close to 1 cord in there. This thing is 6 feet wide, 6 feet tall, and these are around 16-inch pieces, so we're probably close to a cord. Everybody, so we have a little thing that we need to try out for the first time. I'm super excited to try it. A little anxious, nervous, because I've never done it before, but if we can get this to work the way that I think I can, we should be able to get some sides made up for this woodshed pretty quick and pretty easy. But we have something that if I can get this working the way that I think I can, it's going to be pretty game-changing here for our land and everything we do. All right, here we go. Okay, it's gonna work when I have a good chain. That chain, I've been just doing firewood with it. It's the one I've learned to file on as well, so it is janky and in not good shape. It'll definitely work. I definitely think if I pick up a new chain, we might be able to mill ourselves a decent amount of sides for the woodshed. That'd be more than useful for that.
The chain came off, yeah.
Okay, since the last time I tried this, I did pick up a new chain and some new files. Swapped the chain out, so this is a new chain on there, but it's a fresh chain, so it's sharp-ish, obviously, from the factory. I don't think they're, like, ideal. And just because it's a new chain, though, it did actually come off while I was going through. But I'm definitely excited to be able to start milling some of our own wood, even if it's a little bit at a time. Even just a little bit of the woodshed covered with some of this will go a long way. The main goal is that once we get to November, it starts to snow again, that we'd have it covered so that not much snow gets on our dry firewood. All right, I've tightened the chain back up. Let's go finish this off and see what our first fully chainsaw milled board looks like. And there we have it. Our first successful chainsaw milled board. To be able to, cover our woodshed with some of the boards that we've milled ourselves. Even though it's going to take a lot of work to get there, it's going to be really rewarding and worth it in the end of the day. There's definitely a lot of things to come with this chainsaw mill. Alright, so this is my first balsam that I've milled. Yesterday was some cedar for the first time, and today we're checking out some balsam. I'm actually finding the saw going through this balsam a lot easier. This is a good looking board, and man, I'm excited to be able to have some of our own boards that we've harvested ourselves here.
Hey, this used to
And there you have it. We're super excited to be able to start milling some of our own wood and can't wait to get more of the woodshed done. But right now, we're head down just trying to get our firewood situated so that next winter we don't have to worry about it. There's so much to do around here between firewood, spring cleanup, and getting this extension finished and the cabin buttoned up a little more before next winter. So thanks so much for following. Make sure you like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.